Hello and welcome to Owlkids Books. My name is Allison and I'm going to be giving you a quick 7-minute tour of what's new for fall. Let's get started with picture books. So first up is The Sour Cherry Tree by Nassim Harab, illustrated by Nahid Kazemi, two critically acclaimed creators. It tells the story of one girl who walks through her grandfather's house after he passes away and notices the objects that spark memories of him, even though they never spoke the same language. The book draws on cultural details specific to the author and illustrator's Iranian-Canadian backgrounds. It's a beautiful exploration of intergenerational relationships, grief, and remembering loved ones through the eyes of a child. Next, Moon Pops is a weird and wonderful picture book from South Korean author-illustrator Hina Baek, the winner of the Astrid Lindgren Memorial Award, and this is her first book to be available in English. It's also a Junior Library Guild selection. Moon Pops tells the story of one night that's so hot that the moon begins to melt, and one granny decides to collect the moon drops and make them into popsicles. The book draws on elements of Korean folklore, which holds that there are rabbits who live on the moon, and now that they've lost their home, they come and pay a visit. This is a unique, quirky, can't-miss book, and the art is especially stunning. Next, Chaiwala by Preeti Birla Maheshwari, illustrated by Ashley Barron. This is a sensory celebration of food, family, and culture that takes place when one girl and her mother's train makes a quick stop at the station in Jaipur, just long enough for a hot cup of chai. We see the chaiwala preparing the hot, spiced, milky tea and all the sights and sounds and sensations of the experience. It's a really lively celebration of a mindful moment to pause and enjoy a treat. Next, Sour Cakes by Karen Crossing, illustrated by Anna Kwan, is a picture book about two sisters, one of whom wakes up in a very sour mood. The older sister tries everything she can think of to cheer her little sister up. But it's only when she acknowledges her sister's gray mood and finds empathy, really meeting her where she is, that they're able to really connect. It's a sibling story, great for social emotional learning. Next, we have The Deepest Dig, another great picture book for social emotional learning, by Mark David Smith, illustrated by Lily Snowden Fine. This is a laugh-out-loud funny book about one boy who makes a special discovery in his backyard, the bones of an ancient woolly mammoth. None of the adults, parents, teachers believe him, but with the help of his neighbor Martha and the strength of his own conviction, he keeps on digging, and he proves them all wrong. This is great for readers interested in STEM, fossils, dinosaurs, or just getting the better of grown-ups. Next, we have The Midnight Club by Shane Goff, illustrated by Yang Ling Kang. This is another new picture book featuring siblings. Two sisters explore their home late at night when the house is quiet. They try on mom's coat, they make shadow monsters dance. It's full of joy and mischief, a cozy conspiracy that's equal parts adventurous and familiar. Next, Hold That Thought by Brie Galbraith, illustrated by Lynn Scurfield, explores how ideas grow and connect us to each other. One morning, Finn wakes up with an idea buzzing around their head. When friends lend their thoughts, Finn's idea grows, multiplies, expands, and becomes richer from all of their different perspectives. This is a great choice for exploring diversity and celebrating different cultures, backgrounds, and beliefs. Moving into graphic novels. Fred and Marjorie by Deborah Kerbel, illustrated by Angela Poon, is a middle grade graphic novel that tells the story of the discovery of insulin, which celebrates 100 years in 2021. One of the most important players in the discovery was Marjorie, a dog, who was used in scientific research and showed that insulin could be an effective treatment for humans. The book takes care to talk about the ethics of animal testing while presenting this amazing discovery in a historically accurate light, full of STEM links. It's also a Junior Library Guild selection. Farm Crimes, The Mysterious Disappearance of Cow by Sandra Dumais is the second book in the Farm Crimes series of junior graphic novels. The story follows Inspector William Van Hoof, the world's best goat detective, or actually the world's only goat detective, as he fumbles his way through solving another mystery. This time, Cow is missing. What happened? Van Hoof queries the barnyard animals and gets to the bottom of the case in this smart and silly book that's packed with lots of laughs. I have one middle grade novel to share with you. Miranda and the Legend of the Lake by Megan Mahoney is a debut novel about an 11-year-old girl who thinks her life is complicated enough with helicopter parents and the crutches that she uses to walk. But when she travels to the East Coast with her family, where she hasn't been since she was a baby, she starts to unravel a mystery about her past, and it might even have something to do with mermaids. With a strong-willed heroine, this is a great coming-of-age story and also a Junior Library Guild selection. Finally, I have 2 nonfiction titles to share. Small But Mighty by Kendra Brown, illustrated by Caterina Oliveira, looks at some of the smallest creatures on Earth, many of whom are keystone species, really essential to the well-being of their environment. From leafcutter ants to millipedes and more, the book shows who these creatures are and why they're so important, with cool nonfiction features like a size comparison on every spread. It has a great empowering message about small creatures and kids being able to make a big difference. Last but not least, Amazing Athletes takes an all-star look at several current Canadian Paralympic athletes. Publishing to coincide with this summer's Paralympic Games, it celebrates a broad range of experiences and abilities. These athletes are downright impressive, and their journeys to excellence are incredibly inspiring. So that was just a very quick peek at what we have this fall. If you'd like any further information, please get in touch and one of our staff would be happy to help. Thanks for listening.